Hi everybody, my name is Robert Fong. I'm taking this course because I've always had a deep love of language learning, and I want to be able to use whatever free time I have these days to help others learn the language better, faster, so that they can use it to improve themselves and for whatever other reasons it might have. I just wanted to touch briefly on this video, the statement, language is cake. What does that mean to me? Now, I don't want to get into too deep a philosophical conversation because it could be quite open-ended, but here's the two takeaways from me. The first major concept that came to mind is language's depth and diversity. So the English word cake itself could be used to describe many things, not some of which is food, not all of which. For example, uranium cake. I'm sure nobody wants to be eating any of that. And even when it does relate to food, it actually can be quite varied. For example, the Chinese carrot cake versus the Western carrot cake are two vastly different things. And finally, when you look at just the same kind of cake, for example, Black Forest cake, there's huge difference there as well. So I'm sure the Black Forest cake that Germans eat in their home country varies vastly from the many, many different types of Black Forest cake, or what's called Black Forest cake, sold around the world. So the first thing that comes to mind is this depth and diversity of language. So languages can, range from communicating with machines, programming languages, to purely oral and visual languages, which is what a lot of languages are these days, and also purely visual languages, things that are emerging. For example, emojis that really didn't exist, 10 or at least say 20, 25 years ago, and certainly not when I was in high school. The second major concept that came to mind is context. So if someone had simply read the transcripts of the video without watching it, you might have come away with a completely different understanding and feeling about this. Because the words, they themselves didn't convey any particular nuance in the meaning. But when you look at the speaker, in the first instance that he was offering cake, he just scoops up a bunch of it and slaps it on a plate like he's scooping cement or, whatever else worse than cement. And you almost wonder, is this guy joking or is he seriously offering me some cake? It's kind of rude. The behavior would be considered rude in a lot of, in many cultures. And then the second time, he says, he cuts it and he offers it on a plate more neatly, more traditionally, and says, would you like a slice of cake? And here you would probably take him more seriously. So the difference between the first and second offerings are far greater, even if the language used isn't that different. So if you didn't see the video and purely read the account on paper in words, you would have come away with a completely different meaning of it. So this highlights the great importance of context when we look at words. Sometimes you can't just look at language and words on their own. We have to look at them in the context of what happened. So that's a brief explanation, my explanation of what language is cake means. Thank you very much, and look forward to meeting more of you during the course of the lessons. Thank you.